Hi, this is Trisha from Lemon Paper Lab. In this video, I'm going to show you how I can use the full Photoshop version on my iPad. The type of computer I personally use is a MacBook Pro, and I have a iPad Air, the smaller version of the iPad Air, and we are going to connect it to my computer. So to start off with, I'm just going to create a document that I'm going to use. I'm going to just use the dimensions of 7200 pixels by 7200 pixels, set my resolution to 300 pixels per inch. I'm just clicking on to create it. I'm just going to prep my Photoshop here before I send it to my iPad because the screen size is different, so I'm just going to prep it there. And I've actually created a workspace that makes it ready to go. I'm going to keep one of these side panels here as I work, and then I'm just going to drag this down here before I connect it to my iPad. So to connect it to my iPad, I'm going to bring up my system preferences. I'm going to go to Displays. Here I'm going to click on Add Display. And then I'm looking at this mirror or extend to, and then I'm going to click on this iPad. And then here on the display, we can see this is my main laptop monitor. And then this is my iPad over here. So I'm just going to minimize this here, and then I am going to bring this over to my iPad. And then now I can size it to my iPad here. What's nice is that I don't even have to connect with a cable. It just automatically moved to the display. So here we can now draw. So if I access a brush here, I can start drawing on my iPad here. And it's nice because I can use some of my finger controls to zoom in or zoom out here. And then if I use two fingers, I can move around. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. If I use two fingers, I can move around. In that case, it's a little bit sensitive, but I do have that option there. So let's go ahead and create a new layer. We'll just go ahead and delete that layer there. I'm going to turn on my pattern preview mode. So I'm going to go to View, Pattern Preview, and then you can also hit the zoom buttons if you want to zoom out. We'll access that brush tool. Bring this down just a little bit so I can get my color here. And then I just have to drag in this layer here, and then let's just select black here. And then I'm just going to access my brush settings here. Let's bring up our size. And then we'll start drawing. And then with this pattern preview, you can easily create a repeating pattern. If you want to make it nice and seamless, I love this feature. Start down here, connecting them, and then we can just get this fun abstract diagonal pattern here. And if I like the way it looks, I can always save this. So we can go to Edit, Define Pattern, can give it a name, clicking on OK, and then I can see it here in my Patterns panel. We can see that newly created pattern here. We'll click on our layers here again. Let's go ahead and add a new layer, and then let's try another pattern. Just gonna create some random shapes, make it more of an organic pattern here, and it's really nice to have that live pattern preview feature. That way I can see how my pattern looks as I am creating it. Got a little bit more around it there. And then we can use our paintbrush tool and fill it in. See if we set our tolerance to 100, if it will improve our fill in. So we're getting a little bit of that like fuzzy edge there, but we can fix that. I'm going to use that magic wand tool. I'm going to select everything. We've got our layers here. We'll just select a new layer. We have our black selected, and I'm going to go to Edit, Fill. I'm going to click on this foreground, and now we have that fuzzy edge filled in, and then I'm just going to go Command or Control D just to deselect that there. So we have our pattern here. We can go ahead and save that. Again, you can go to Edit, Define Pattern, but if you also have your Patterns panel open, you can click on this plus icon to save your pattern, and we have it saved here. So this is just a fun way to use the full version of Photoshop on your iPad, and it allows you to draw with your pencil here. And then I'm just going to get my cursor here, and then I'm just going to drag it back to my computer. And then just to disconnect, you'll bring that up, you'll click on your display, you'll unclick that iPad, and then you are back to your full computer here. Thanks for watching this video on how to use the full version of Photoshop on your iPad. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. This is Trisha from Lemon Paper Lab. See you next time.